The most desired job in the world is not an astronaut, doctor, or teacher. 75% of children want to be a YouTuber. There are over 1 billion users on YouTube, which is nearly 1/3 of everyone on the internet. And every minute, over 100 hours of videos are posted to YouTube. With that much audience, it is not impossible that YouTubers become a new outlet for billionaires. Content producers became one of YouTube's most popular aspects during its growth. We started spending time watching them develop, evaluate, review, and discuss on a variety of interesting and unique topics. YouTubers are now a big part of what makes the site so appealing. However, YouTube began to share ad revenue with creators. Companies began paying creators to advertise their products, and being a YouTuber became a real job. The richest YouTuber in the world today is Jeffree Star, with a net worth of $75 million, followed by Daniel Middleton with a net worth of $45 million. See? There's so much potential lingering around the depths of YouTube. So in this video, we'll talk about how and why YouTubers will soon become billionaires. Let's get started. YouTube began with a simple idea: allow people to upload and share their own videos. Years later, the platform has grown to be one of the most popular in the world, with billions of videos viewed every day and over 30 million channels. An influencer can represent a variety of things. Many social media influencers are really talented and creative individuals, because the most basic definition of an influencer is simply a person who has the power to influence potential customers of a product or service. It's not a new idea. Superstars have always done it. The difference now is that everyone with a smartphone and social media account has the opportunity to establish an audience and influence people. It is open to the public. That means that more individuals than ever are generating money from their hobbies and interests, whether it's gaming, music, painting, cooking, sewing, or anything else. The old way of monetizing a social media audience was to generate money by promoting other businesses. For example, if you're a creator, company X would come along and pay you to sell their product in your work. But today, content providers are realizing, well, what if I establish my own business and market it instead? Mr. Beast's launch of a burger business, which now has over 1,000 kitchens in multiple countries, is one of the most well-known examples. Mr. Beast could have just teamed up with McDonald's or Burger King and received a one-time sponsorship fee for marketing another company's brand. Instead, he now maintains 100% of all future revenues for himself, forever. Simultaneously, he is establishing a company in which he has equity and which he may perhaps sell later if he chooses to. Emma Chamberlain and Graham Stephan, for example, have created their own coffee companies. Consider this. One of the most significant challenges for typical businesses is that they lack the recognition and brand strength to compete. If you created your own coffee company right now, but didn't have an audience to advertise it to, you'd have to spend a fortune on marketing simply to get anyone to know about it in the first place. And why should they care about this odd new brand in the first place? However, if a YouTuber begins a new business, they already have an established brand that people adore, and a dedicated following to market their products and services. So they may have an influx of consumers right away. The options are truly limitless, but just because YouTubers are skilled at creating videos doesn't mean they can't develop a business, because they don't have to. They only require smart partnerships with someone who can. Do you believe Mr. Beast could build up a burger franchise on his own? No. He recruited a business manager to negotiate these transactions, and they teamed up with a firm that assisted them with the establishment and operation of Mr. Beast Burger. So I'm not advocating that YouTubers figure it all out on their own. Rather, I'm suggesting that they collaborate with someone or some firm to produce a product or service. Someone else can handle a lot of the practicalities, allowing the YouTuber to concentrate on branding and marketing. For example, the YouTuber might broadcast behind-the-scenes footage of operating this new business and include the products in their video to further link their audience to the new brand. And because YouTubers know their audience so well and have a relationship with them, they may consider what products and services will be the most beneficial to their viewers. Like Mr. Beast Burger. Like Mr. Beast Burger, the products are named after the people on the channel. As a result, it's a lot more enjoyable for fans, and it really makes you feel even more linked to the Mr. Beast brand in general. And you probably don't just buy from them once. You're a repeat client, which implies you're routinely connecting with the business in the actual world, not just the internet world. Now it's time to do some math and back this up. Assume you're manufacturing a product that costs $5 per piece when produced in mass. You charge $20 for each item. As a result, each item sold generates a $15 profit. If you had 1 million subscribers and your product was a recurring subscription that consumers paid for once a month, congratulations, you now have a multi-million-dollar company on your hands. Of course, this can work with a much smaller channel as well, because the weird thing is that the product or service may be purchased by anyone other than the YouTuber's audience. Profits may be reinvested in various forms of marketing to reach a whole new audience, and if a product or service is good, customers will tell their friends about it. Because believe me, the creator economy will be fascinating as we move forward in the next few years. People are now seeing its potential, but this is only the beginning. It's never too late to start. After you've acquired an audience, you may start developing your own products and services. You don't just develop a YouTube channel this way. You start creating your own empire. So here's the simple truth. If you're creating content yourself or plan to do so in the future, don't think of yourself as an influencer or video maker. Instead, think of yourself as an entrepreneur, and a whole new world of possibilities will open up. The key distinction is that instead of doing a one-time sponsorship to promote someone else's brand, you may establish your own business in which you have equity. As a result, it might be far more profitable for you and far better for your followers. Before we wrap up this video, I'd like to share a quote that inspires me to keep going. Good things happen to those who hustle. Anais Nin. If you want to start your own side hustle and start to expand your income, there are some videos marked below. Get in touch and we'll get things moving. If you want to change your life, you need to make a change. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you soon.